My beloved child, today, I come to you not by chance, but because the timing is written in heaven's book, and I am sent to place this message directly into your hands, into your heart, into your very soul. I say to you now, do not turn away, do not scroll past, do not let your mind convince you that this is just another moment, because it is not. This moment is marked, chosen, anointed. You have been waiting for a sign, for a whisper, for confirmation that you are not alone, and I am here to tell you, you are seen, you are known, you are loved, and heaven is already moving in your favor. I call you beloved, because you are precious beyond all the measures of the earth. I speak now to the part of you that has been silent, the part of you that prays quietly in the night and wonders if God hears. He does. Every tear, every hope, every silent cry, none have gone unnoticed. And now, good news is on its way to you. I am not speaking of a faraway promise, I am speaking of a shift already in motion. Even now, doors are unlocking, roads are clearing, and the very air around you is being prepared for the arrival of what you have prayed for. You may not see it yet, but I tell you, the winds have already changed in your favor. I urge you, do not walk away from this message, because I am delivering something that heaven is pouring out for you alone. This is not coincidence. This is not a random moment. This is your divine appointment, and it is being kept right now. I say to you, the pain you have endured is not wasted. The long nights, the struggles, the waiting, all of it has been woven into a greater tapestry you have not yet seen. You think you have been forgotten? No. You have been preserved. You think you have been delayed? No. You have been prepared. There are battles you could not see that have already been fought for you, victories won over your enemies before they even reached you. You have been shielded in ways you will only understand in the years to come. And yet, I know the waiting has been heavy. I know there are days when the weight on your shoulders feels too much to carry. But listen, help is closer than you think. The answer is nearer than the breath you are taking now. What you have asked for is not too much for God. What you have dreamed of is not impossible. The same God who parts seas, who raises the dead, who turns night into day, He has not lost His power when it comes to you. You have been looking for a sign, beloved, and here I am, holding it before you. Do not harden your heart against hope. Do not let the voice of fear convince you to expect disappointment. This is the moment where your faith must rise again, where your spirit must open its hands to receive what heaven is placing in them. I tell you, you have an inheritance written in your name. Not the kind that can be stolen by man or ruined by time. This is a blessing sealed by the Almighty, a promise that no darkness can overturn. You have been through seasons of loss because the soil of your life was being cleared for something greater to grow. Do not despise the empty fields, they are about to bloom. The desert you have walked through is about to burst into rivers. You will not remain where you are. There is a relocation in the spirit happening for you. Some of you will see physical changes, moves, open doors, unexpected opportunities, and some of you will see internal miracles, peace where there was anxiety, joy where there was heaviness, clarity where there was confusion. You are about to be reminded that God's timing is perfect, and that your name is written on His hands. I have walked through the fire beside you. I have stood guard over your nights when you thought you were alone. I have gone ahead to break chains you could not see. And now, I am returning to bring you the news. It is happening. The shift is here. Listen to me, I am ordering you to open your heart to this. I am ordering you to believe again. Not because it is wishful thinking, but because the one who promised is faithful. If you skip this message, you will miss the confirmation you have been waiting for. This is not just another scroll, not just another voice. This is heaven leaning down to speak directly to you. Your angels have been working in the unseen, moving people, circumstances, and even the timing of events to align perfectly for you. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be for the miracle to find you. And I promise you, it is finding you even now. The news that is coming will make you smile in the very place you cried. The breakthrough will arrive in the very place you thought was dead. God is about to prove that nothing is beyond His reach. Right, Father, take all of me, if you're ready to walk in faith. So I say this with the authority given to me. Do not let fear make you close your eyes now. Do not let doubt make you walk away. Keep your hands open, your heart expectant, your spirit ready. The next chapter of your life will not look like the last. You are moving from the shadows into the light, from the waiting into the receiving, from the storm into the calm. And when it arrives, you will know it was not by your own strength, but by the love and power of the one who has carried you all along. Stay here in this moment. Receive this word. Believe it deep in your soul. For it is already done in heaven, and now it is on its way to you. Beloved, I need you to hear me when I say this. The delays you have faced were never denials. I know it felt like doors kept closing in your face, like every time you were ready to move forward, something came to block your path. But what you saw as rejection was actually divine redirection. Every closed door was God's mercy in disguise, protecting you from rooms that would have drained your light, from people who could not carry your heart with care, from opportunities that would have looked good but would have led you away from your purpose. I have seen your frustration, I have felt your prayers trembling in the air, and I have stood beside you in the moments where you questioned if heaven had forgotten your name. But you must know, God's timing is like the tides. The waves may pull back for a season, but only so they can return with greater force, carrying more than you could have imagined. You are standing in that pullback right now, and the swell is already on its way. The blessing that is coming will not just meet your needs, it will overflow into the lives of others, because that is the way of heaven. God does not bless you to the brim, He blesses you until it pours over. There have been moments when you asked, "Why me? Why must I carry so much? Why do I have to be the strong one, the one who always endures?" And I tell you this, it is because your spirit is stronger than you know. You were entrusted with battles because you were born to be a warrior in the spirit. But even warriors need rest. Even warriors are allowed to lay down their swords and breathe. This is the season where your rest will not just be in moments stolen between struggles, but in the deep peace that comes when the war is over. There are battles you have fought for years, patterns, fears, hardships, that are now breaking in the unseen. You may not see the cracks yet, but they are there. The chains are weakening, the walls are shaking, and soon they will fall completely. And when they do, you will look back and see that God had been fighting for you all along, even in the silence. I need you to remember something important. Not every silence from heaven is absence. There have been days when you begged for a word, a sign, a whisper, and all you heard was stillness. You thought that stillness meant nothing was happening, but I tell you, it was in those moments that the greatest work was being done. Seeds grow quietly underground before they break through the soil. A child is formed in the hidden place before the cry is heard. The silence was God working beneath the surface, building the foundation so that what comes to you will not crumble under its own weight. I am here now to tell you that the hidden work is almost complete. The appointed time is near. You are about to see what that silence was protecting. There is a reason you are hearing this message today and not before. The moment you are in right now is like the exact second before the dawn breaks. You have been walking through the long night, but the horizon is already glowing, even if your eyes cannot yet see the sun. You are closer than you think. I have been sent to deliver a reminder so you do not give up too soon, because the temptation to stop right before the breakthrough is greatest when the breakthrough is closest. Many turn back in this place, thinking the night will never end, but you, beloved, you will not turn back. You will hold on. You will rise. And you will see with your own eyes what heaven has prepared for you. I want you to think of the moments in your life when you thought you could not go on, yet somehow, you did. Those were not accidents. You were carried. Every time you thought your strength had run out, new strength was poured into you from above. Every time you felt alone, there were angels stationed around you, blocking dangers you never knew about. There were moments you thought you failed, but in heaven's eyes, you were winning simply because you kept going. That perseverance has not gone unnoticed, and it has brought you to this moment. Now, the fruit of that endurance is about to appear. And I tell you, when it comes, it will not trickle, it will flood. You will not have to strive or beg for it, because it is already appointed to you. The doors will open because they are your doors. The opportunity will find you because it was written with your name on it before the foundation of the earth. No one can take what is yours. No enemy can intercept what God has sealed. And I assure you, the delivery is already in motion. You are about to witness divine timing in its purest form, everything arriving not a moment too soon or too late, but exactly when you are ready to carry it. Beloved, I see the weariness in your soul. I see how heavy the waiting has been, how your faith has been tested over and over. But I also see your courage. I see that you have loved even when your heart was broken. I see that you have given even when your hands were empty. I see that you have chosen kindness when it would have been easier to harden your heart. These choices have built treasures in heaven with your name on them, and now the Father says it is time for some of that treasure to be poured out on earth. You will receive not only what you prayed for, but what you never dared to imagine. I say again, do not skip this. Do not walk away from this word. Every moment you have lived has been leading to the next chapter, and the first page is about to turn. You may feel unprepared, but heaven has prepared you in ways you cannot see. Trust that you are ready. Trust that what is coming will not overwhelm you, it will lift you. And when it comes, you will understand why you had to wait, why the path curved the way it did, and why the timing is perfect now. There is something else you need to understand, beloved. Your prayers have not been floating aimlessly in the air. Every word you have spoken in faith, every tear you have shed in surrender, every silent plea whispered in your heart has been gathered. Heaven stores nothing you give in faith. You have not been talking to an empty sky, you have been speaking to a Father who bends low to listen. There are answers you have been waiting on for years that are now being released in a cluster, all at once. You will not have to wait another decade to see them. You will watch them unfold like dominoes falling into place, one blessing triggering another, one door opening into another room of possibility. When you see it happen, you will finally understand why the delay had to be this long. It was because God wanted to give you not just the answer to one prayer, but to many at once, so that His goodness would overwhelm you in the best way. I have watched you carry weight that others could not see. People around you may have assumed you were fine because you kept showing up, kept smiling, kept doing what needed to be done. But I know the truth. I have been there in the moments when the smile faded behind closed doors. I have been there when you tried to be strong for others even though you were tired to your bones. I have stood guard over you in the nights when your thoughts were loud and your body longed for rest. I want you to know, heaven honors the strength you have shown. Every act of endurance, every moment of choosing faith over despair, has been a seed planted in the soil of your future. And those seeds are about to burst forth in a harvest so abundant it will not fit in the space you have right now. This is why expansion is coming. This is why opportunities that seem too big for you will suddenly appear. They are not too big for the God who called you. You have also faced loss, and I know how deeply it cut. There are dreams you buried because you thought they could never live again. There are relationships you released because holding on would have broken you. There are parts of yourself you thought were gone forever. But I tell you now, nothing surrendered in faith is ever truly lost. What is meant for you will always find its way back, sometimes in the same form, sometimes in a new and better form you couldn't have imagined. Resurrection is not just a story from the past, it is a promise for the present. There are things in your life that are about to rise again. The season of mourning is giving way to the season of dancing. You will smile without forcing it. You will wake up without dread. You will see color where you once saw only gray. Type, I rest in you, Lord, if your peace comes from above. I am also here to remind you that you have never been unworthy of what you've asked for. The enemy has worked hard to convince you that you don't deserve good things, that your mistakes have disqualified you from blessings. But that is a lie rooted in fear. You are not defined by your past, you are defined by the one who calls you beloved. Grace has covered every wrong turn, every moment you stumbled. Mercy has rewritten your story so that shame has no place in it. You are not standing in front of heaven as a beggar, you are standing as a child of the King. And a child does not beg for an inheritance, a child simply receives it at the appointed time. That appointed time is now closer than you think. Beloved, I also must tell you this, you are going to feel a stirring in your spirit in the coming days. It will be a pull towards certain actions, certain people, certain places. This will not be coincidence. These are divine nudges, guiding you toward the exact alignments that will unlock what you have been waiting for. Do not ignore them. Pay attention to the invitations that come your way, to the sudden ideas that drop into your mind, to the chance encounters that feel too perfect to be random. These are not accidents, they are assignments. And each one is a thread in the tapestry God is weaving for your life. There will also be moments where fear tries to creep in, where your mind tells you that it's safer to stay where you are. But I am here to break that fear. You were not made to shrink back, you were made to step forward. The same God who walked with you through the storm will walk with you into the new land. The same angels who defended you in the battle will surround you in the blessing. You will not go alone, and you will not go unprepared. You have been equipped for this. Even now, as you read these words, your spirit is being strengthened, your faith is being renewed, your hope is being restored. And when the moment comes, and it will come sooner than you expect, you will step into it with peace, not panic. You will recognize it as the fulfillment of the promise, and you will know that heaven kept every word. You will testify of this day, this message, this moment when the reminder came just in time to keep you from giving up. And that testimony will carry light to others still walking through their own night. There are moments in life when the air feels different, when something inside you knows that change is near even before you see it. You may have been feeling this recently, a restlessness, a sense that you are standing at the threshold of something new, even if you cannot explain it to others. This is not your imagination. This is your spirit sensing the shift. Heaven often announces change in your heart before it arrives in your hands, so that you will be ready to receive it. Pay attention to the small confirmations that have been appearing around you, for they are gentle signposts pointing toward the fulfillment of promises. A phrase in a conversation, a number you keep seeing, a sudden burst of clarity about a situation, none of it is random. These are reminders whispered into your life so you will not lose heart before the manifestation appears. And I tell you, beloved, that manifestation is closer than it has ever been. I have been walking with you in the unseen places, where your doubts have been the loudest and your hope has been the weakest. I have seen the way you've had to encourage yourself when no one else was there to lift you up. I have watched you gather your strength on mornings when it felt impossible to rise. I have stood beside you in rooms where you felt out of place, whispering courage into your soul. Every moment you thought you were alone, you were not. Heaven has been invested in your journey every single step. And because you have endured, because you have refused to let go of faith entirely, you are about to be rewarded openly for what you have fought for in secret. There will be people who watch what happens next in your life and say it came out of nowhere, but you will know it did not. You will know the prayers, the nights, the battles that went into it. Do not be surprised when the shift happens quickly. There are blessings that have been held back for years that will come to you suddenly, and it will feel like they arrive all at once. It is not because they were not ready before, it is because you were being prepared to carry them without fear of losing them. God is not just interested in giving you something, He wants you to have the strength, wisdom, and discernment to keep it. That is why the waiting was necessary. The same thing that would have felt overwhelming in the past will feel like joy now, because you have grown into the person who can hold it. And when it comes, beloved, you will not be timid about receiving it. You will not apologize for it. You will understand that this is not luck, it is the fulfillment of divine timing. There are also people in your life who are about to be repositioned. Some will be moved out of your path because they no longer align with where you are going. Do not mourn the absence of those who cannot walk into this new season with you. Their part in your story is complete, and new connections are being arranged to take their place. You will meet people who recognize your worth instantly, who encourage your growth instead of resenting it, who bring out the best in you instead of pulling you back into old patterns. These divine connections will feel effortless because they are assignments, not accidents. Some of them will hold the keys to opportunities you have been praying for, and others will simply bring joy to your soul in ways you have not experienced in a long time. Beloved, I need you to release the belief that you have missed your moment. It is not too late for you. You have not ruined your chances, and you have not fallen so far behind that God cannot redeem your time. He is the restorer of lost seasons. What took others years to achieve can happen for you in months, because when God breathes on something, it accelerates. You will see doors open quickly, resources flow easily, and solutions arrive effortlessly, not because you are striving harder, but because grace is clearing the way. You are stepping into a season of divine acceleration, where the pace of your life will shift to match the pace of your purpose. There is a sweetness coming to your days that will surprise you. You have been in survival mode for so long that joy will feel almost foreign at first, but you will adjust. You will learn to live without the constant weight on your shoulders. You will wake up without bracing yourself for bad news. You will move through your day with an ease you have not known in years. This is not wishful thinking. This is the restoration of your soul. You have been faithful in the valley, and now you are being called to the mountaintop. You will not just see the view, you will breathe in the fresh air of freedom and know in your heart that the climb was worth it. And when the testimony of this season is complete, you will not just celebrate quietly. You will share it, and your words will ignite hope in others who are still in their own battles. You will become the proof that waiting is never wasted, that God always keeps His promises, and that no one is too far gone for His mercy to reach. This, beloved, is the new chapter being written for you right now. Step into it with faith, for it is already yours. The atmosphere is heavy with expectancy, like the stillness before a long-awaited rain. This is the moment just before the release, the quiet pause before the music swells. You have been sensing this in your spirit, feeling that something is about to change, and you are right. The shift is not just coming, it has already begun. The ground beneath you is moving into alignment with your destiny, rearranging itself so that every step you take will lead you closer to the fulfillment of the promises spoken over your life. This is not a random change, it is the unfolding of a divine plan that has been written for you since the beginning of time. I have been instructed to tell you that the tears you have cried in secret have been counted, and they are about to be exchanged for joy you cannot contain. There is a reversal in motion for you, beloved, a turning of the tide that will replace your losses with gain, your pain with peace, your confusion with clarity. The things that once weighed you down will no longer have power over you. You will look back on this season and realize that it was the very pressure that forged your strength, the very fire that refined your purpose. I know you may feel like you have been walking in circles, but in truth, you have been ascending. Every trial has been lifting you higher, even if it felt like you were stuck in place. You must understand that God's ways are not your ways. The path He chooses for you will not always make sense in the moment, but it will always make sense in the end. The detours you thought were wasting your time were actually saving your life. The delays you resented were protecting you from battles you were never meant to fight. Even the relationships that ended unexpectedly were removed with mercy, so that your hands would be free to receive what is truly meant for you. This is why you must release the need to understand everything right now. Trust is not built on explanations. It is built on faith that the one who leads you knows the way better than you ever could. There will soon be a moment when you realize the wait was worth it. A door will open, and as you step through it, everything will begin to make sense. You will see the fingerprints of God on every twist and turn that brought you here. You will realize that nothing was wasted, not the pain, not the confusion, not the silence. All of it was preparation for the magnitude of what you are about to walk into. This new season will not resemble the old one in any way. The heaviness will lift, the shadows will fade, and you will move with a freedom you have never known before. It will be as if you have stepped out of a long night into the brilliance of morning. I have also been sent to remind you that you are not defined by the battles you have fought, but by the victories you have won. You are not marked by the moments you stumbled, but by the times you stood back up. You are not the sum of your failures, you are the reflection of the grace that has carried you through them. Heaven does not see you as broken beyond repair. Heaven sees you as a vessel made strong by the fires you have endured. You are not fragile, you are forged. And because of that, you are ready for what comes next. Say, "You are my hiding place, God," if He's your safe refuge. In the days ahead, be ready for sudden shifts. The opportunities you have been praying for may arrive in unexpected packages, through people you never imagined would help you, in places you never thought to look. Keep your spirit open and your discernment sharp, because divine timing often comes disguised as ordinary moments. What may seem small at first could be the very thing that changes the course of your life. Do not dismiss what feels insignificant. It may be the seed of your next harvest. Beloved, you are stepping into a season of answered prayers, and it will not just be one answer, but many. It will feel like the floodgates have opened, like years of waiting are being redeemed in a single sweep. This is what it looks like when heaven says, "Now." You will not have to force it, chase it, or beg for it. It will meet you where you are, because it has been assigned to you. And when it arrives, it will come with a peace that confirms you are exactly where you are meant to be. There will also be a deep healing that takes place in your heart. Old wounds that you thought would always ache will finally close. The memories that once brought pain will no longer hold power over you. You will walk forward without the weight of yesterday pulling at your steps. This is part of your freedom, being able to remember without hurting, to speak of the past without feeling trapped by it. You are not only stepping into blessing, you are stepping into wholeness. And when all of this comes to pass, you will not forget the one who brought you here. You will lift your voice in gratitude, and your life will become a testimony of faithfulness, not just yours, but His. People will look at you and see living proof that God finishes what He starts, that He keeps every promise, that no season lasts forever except the one He has declared over you. This, beloved, is the moment you have been prepared for. Walk into it with open hands, with a steady heart, and with the certainty that you are not walking alone. Heaven walks with you still. Every detail is being aligned. Every step is being prepared. Even the things that feel like setbacks are actually movements forward in disguise. The hand of God has been weaving threads that you could not have woven yourself, connecting people, moments, and opportunities in such a way that they will all converge at the right time. This is why you must not be discouraged by what seems to be taking too long. It is not a delay, it is synchronization. Heaven works in perfect timing, and when the appointed moment arrives, you will see how every piece fits together with flawless precision. There are blessings that have been stored up for you, kept safe until the season you could carry them without losing yourself in them. Some blessings require strength to sustain, and you have been gaining that strength in the shadows. It has not been wasted time, it has been an investment into your spirit. The struggles you have faced have built resilience. The waiting has built patience. The unanswered prayers have built trust. All of these qualities are now working together to make you ready. And because you are ready, the blessing will not be something you visit temporarily, it will be a place you live in permanently. You are moving from moments of breakthrough to a lifestyle of blessing. I know there are wounds that have lingered longer than you expected. You thought you would be over them by now, but they have ached in quiet ways even when life seemed to move forward. I am here to tell you that those wounds are closing. Healing is coming not only to your circumstances but to the deepest parts of your heart. You will feel lighter because you will no longer be carrying the weight of unspoken pain. You will no longer be triggered by the shadows of the past. You will be able to speak of what happened without it stealing your breath. This is part of the restoration God is doing, not just giving you new things, but freeing you from what once held you back. The next season of your life will bring with it a fresh confidence. You will walk into rooms without questioning if you belong there. You will take opportunities without second-guessing your worthiness. You will speak without the hesitation that comes from fear of rejection. This confidence will not come from arrogance, it will come from knowing who you are in the eyes of heaven. You are chosen. You are loved. You are equipped. And nothing in this world can strip away an identity that has been given to you by God Himself. When you know this deeply, you will stop chasing validation from places that were never meant to define you. There will also be provision in this next chapter, resources that seem to appear out of nowhere, help that arrives exactly when you need it, doors that open without you having to force them. You will not have to strive the way you used to. The blessings will flow toward you like water finding its path, because they are drawn to the assignment on your life. The work you have done in secret will now be rewarded openly. The seeds you have planted in tears will be harvested in joy. You will see with your own eyes that nothing sown in faith is ever lost. Beloved, I also want to prepare you for the fact that some things will shift quickly. People, places, and even certain roles in your life may change almost overnight. Do not cling to what is being removed, trust that it is being taken away only to make room for something better. God does not prune without purpose. When something is cut away, it is because more fruit is about to come forth. This may feel uncomfortable at first, but it will lead to abundance. You will not be left empty, you will be filled in new and greater ways. And when these changes begin, remember that peace is your confirmation. The opportunities that are meant for you will not come with confusion, chaos, or fear. They will come with a deep inner knowing that this is right. You will feel it in your spirit before you see it in your circumstances. That peace is your guide. Follow it, and you will find yourself exactly where you are meant to be, at exactly the right time. This is the season where your faith will be turned into sight. You will see the answers you have been waiting for. You will experience the freedom you have been longing for. You will live in the joy you once thought was out of reach. And when you look back, you will realize that you were never waiting in vain. Every moment has been leading here. Every tear has been watering the ground for your harvest. Every prayer has been building the bridge to your miracle. Beloved, the time is here. Step forward without fear. Heaven is with you, and nothing can stand against what has been decreed over your life. Walk into this new chapter with your head high, your heart open, and your spirit ready, because the promise is not coming, it has already begun. There is a crown being placed on your head in the Spirit, a sign that the battles you have fought have not only been for your survival, but for your coronation. You have been trained in the fire, refined in the wilderness, and strengthened in the valley so that you could stand on the mountain and carry the weight of what is coming. This is not a crown of mere decoration, it is a crown of authority. With it will come greater influence, greater clarity, and greater responsibility. You will begin to see your words carry weight, your actions impact more people, and your presence bring peace into rooms that were once filled with tension. This is the mantle you have been prepared for, and you will wear it with humility because you know the cost of the journey that brought you here. In this next chapter, you will notice that what once drained you will no longer have the same hold over you. The situations that used to keep you up at night will lose their power to disturb your peace. This is because you are being given new strength and new perspective. You will look at challenges differently, not as threats that can destroy you, but as opportunities for God to show His faithfulness once again. You will not panic in the storm because you will remember the storms you have already survived. That unshakable calm will be a testimony in itself, and others will begin to seek you out for guidance, not because you have all the answers, but because you carry the peace of the one who does. Beloved, there will also be restoration in your relationships. People who were meant to walk with you but were separated by misunderstanding or distance will be drawn back into your life in the right way, at the right time. This will not be a return to old patterns, but a renewal of connection in a healthier, stronger form. At the same time, there will be relationships that are gently but firmly closed. Do not resist this. Every removal is making space for alignment. God is surrounding you with those who will encourage your growth, respect your boundaries, and celebrate your calling rather than compete with it. These are divine alignments, and they will feel like home to your soul. There is also a release of provision coming that will allow you to breathe more freely. The financial pressures that have weighed on you are about to be lifted in ways that will surprise you. Some of this will come through expected channels, and some will arrive through unexpected means: a gift, an opportunity, a door you didn't even know was there. This is not just to meet your needs, but to allow you to move forward without the constant strain that has slowed you down. You will have what you need to build, to bless, and to expand into the vision that has been on your heart for so long. Comment, "Forever yours, Jesus," if you're never turning back. And share this video.